So, Bill, I'm throwing a curveball one out today, okay?
All right.
It's a concept that I understood, but nobody ever does videos on this. Nobody ever talks about it, but it's called the Florida sun test.
Like sun, like S-U-N.
Like the sun up in
Like
the
the sun
sky,
in the
like
sky.
over here, okay?
Okay.
So basically, when you're gonna go buy a house, you gotta do the Florida sun test. And people are like, what the hell is a Florida sun test?
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to simplify it a little bit, but we're going to go into detail. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to explain why it's important that you do this. You're buying a house, you walk to the house, and you go to, like, especially at 3 p.m., okay? Say June, July, August, especially. Stand in front of the house, stand behind the house, and if you could last 3 minutes, it might pass the sun test. But believe it or not, a lot of time, people can't stand, and the sun is the thing that's constant here in Florida. That's why we call it the sunshine state.
Okay.
And the sun could do so much damage to a house. And depending on how the house is oriented and what's around the house when it comes to trees or just the landscaping, it makes a big, big difference. So, like, believe it or not, when I go look at a house and all my inspections, I actually stand in front of the house and I take a compass out, just a regular compass, and I show on the compass what direction the front of the house is facing.
You still use an actual old school compass?
I use my phone too.
Okay, just checking.
There's screenshot, but I'm using a compass. It's on the phone, okay?
You took my joke.
But because it has.
Okay, Galileo.
It has elevation on there too,
Right,
which I'm
right,
curious. Not that it's accurate or anything.
No,
so
but-
don't hold me to that one.
Yeah. But it's just fun fact.
But it's a fun fact, okay? So we're going to talk about why this is important in this video. In the meantime, if you like this kind of content, and I keep asking, and it's not like I'm crazy about asking, but do me a favor, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up. All right, Bill, let's get started.
Do it.
All right, the first thing you got to do during this sun test is pretty much go to the west side of the house.
Okay.
Okay, look if there's big glass pane windows.
Okay.
Okay, how many windows there are in that side of the house? Because if there's a lot of windows and the sun is blaring over there, your air conditioner is going to be working overtime to keep that house
So in
cool.
other words, it's going to heat that room up.
Oh my God, it's going to heat that room up.
So in other words, you got a big, beautiful triple set of sliders as an example.
Yep.
On the westward side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Westward side of the house in the morning or westward side of the house in the evening?
Evening.
Okay. Yep. So it's
around 3 p.m.
Yeah, because that's the hottest part of the day.
Yeah.
So 3 p.m. westward side, it's going to be a little toasty, unless maybe trees.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Trees, some shrubs, things like that.
Like our master bedroom here,
Mm-hmm.
because we have some big windows and stuff, but it was heating up, and I was like, man, this room is, now we have impact windows,
Yeah, it changes things.
We changed a few things, and
Mhm.
I have blackout curtains, all that stuff. It changed it. But that particular house would have failed the sun test because of all those windows and how the AC would be running overtime.
So with this would kind of tie in with the video we just did on the whole how to pick the right house in 90 seconds thing.
Right. I could have kept going on that video.
Right.
I'll post
We
it
should
below.
post it, yeah.
Below, but you got to watch that video because at the end, we did a video on how to pick a house within 90 seconds. And towards the end, we showed what was the perfect house for these particular people. And it's really, really cool. So check that video out. Why are you laughing?
Gosh. Okay.
All right. Here's a fun fact. Okay, say you said you recommend a thermostat at 78. All right, and
It's definitely not your house.
no, my wife actually
Oh my
sets it at 68.
Oh.
Okay, but for every degree that you put down, it increases your energy cost by 8%.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
so
is an interesting fact.
it is an energy.
So for every degree below 78, Interesting.
It increases your thing. So that's why my electric bill is $600 a month in this house.
Right.
Because she wants to be able to hang freaking meat on
Yeah,
the
right,
inside. Okay, the other one too is the patio. Some of these houses, like I made sure when I bought my house here, this particular patio over here, and let me flip around so I can give you guys an idea. So what you're talking about? Let me flip this around. All right, see that? Okay. All right. So basically, I have shade, so we can sit out there. But a lot of these houses in new construction, you know, the way they're built and everything, they have no over. It's just a patio with a blaring sun.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, during June, July, August, September, you guys wouldn't last out there 5 minutes. It's because it's just
It's
so
hot.
it's just
Hot and
blaring on
humid.
there. So
Humid.
it would fail the sun test.
Okay. I don't really have much to say on that one. I gotcha. Yeah, the screen porches make a difference. So that's that would be a non-natural shade per se. You could use sun sails, things like that to help cool the house down. A little bit of shade helps. So there's creative ways so that you actually could purchase a house in the state of Florida somewhere.
As long as you don't take me.
As long as you don't take Jimmy, because if the house faces west, it has a bump in a road. If it's within 10 feet of another house.
But trust me, you want me inspecting your houses.
It doesn't have a vinyl fence. And there's no traffic in your area. You're in good shape with Jimmy. But all kidding aside, you could do some non-natural things, which would be like your screen porch. You could do sun sails, you know, that kind of are like accent pieces in the backyard of the neighborhood. And those things really do, they add aesthetics value to your backyard living space and whatever you choose. If you pour some concrete or put down some pavers or just have some nice grass and some chairs. And then those things, you know, they make your outdoor space a lot more livable.
I'm not saying you can't modify everything that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can plant trees. You can we have bamboo trees here. You know, they grow like freaking tall. Those things.
Dude, that's like a year ago. Those things are insane.
But I'm not saying that you can't modify things. I'm just saying initially when you're looking at a house, it could fail the sun test, and that's what we're talking about.
Right. Yep. No, it makes sense.
The roof, the color, the shingle colors. You know, like I went and did a roof. It was metal roof, and I had no idea why this person in their mind, they put black metal roof.
Oof.
Black.
Ouch.
It was August. And they're like, I have to go in the attic and inspect it. Okay. I usually in August, I'm at 138, 140 degrees on a bad day. Okay. You can't last long up there. You know, that's why when they put air conditioners up in attics, I'm like, I have no idea why they do that, but I know why they do it. But,
well, yeah.
but I think it's stupid. But that's a different subject. But
there's another reason not to buy the house.
Yeah, I went into this attic, and literally, it was like, I'm not kidding you. Some areas 148 degrees.
Yeah, easy on an attic. Yeah.
So
even though the hottest color is white, which is crazy.
So the hottest color is white.
Yeah, because it reflects the heat. So if you're up on the roof, it's the hottest color. I learned that from Walmart.
Oh, but I'm talking about inside.
Inside it's hot. Yeah, outside it's hotter with a white roof, which is crazy. Then the inside, it's cooler on the inside.
So he had black. Yeah. If you have black shingles or you have dark shingles,
it absorbs the heat.
It absorbs the heat. And this house failed the sun test just because of the color or the material of the roof.
Okay. Because you can't.
You know how much.
Because you can't stay in your attic for 3 minutes.
It's not even the attic.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just keeping the house cool.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure the sun. I'm learning about the sun test, just like our viewers.
It's bad all the way around.
Gotcha.
It's totally bad all the way around. So it failed the sun test because of the color of the shingles or the metal roof.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Ways to say, okay, is this house? Say you go to a house. Mm-hmm. And you're saying, oh, I want to do the sun test that Jimmy was talking about. And like, but it's shady out. How am I going to do a sun test?
You're going to be like, can I sit in your attic for 3 minutes?
So they're like, So this is what you do, okay? Because I know people are gonna say, well, what if it's cloudy here or whatever is this like?
Wait till a sunny day?
No, walk around the outside of the house. Look at the blinds, okay? Look at the blinds. Look at the aesthetics of the windows and everything. And if they're bleached, sun bleached or anything, it fails the sun test.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
Yeah. You're like, okay, even though it's a cloud, the sun is going to be right over there.
Yeah.
And it's hitting this window.
From the westward side.
On the westward side.
Yeah.
And it's bad. And if you want to know another way too, is like if one side of the house has a lot of algae and the other one doesn't have any.
So the sun, okay, I'm trying to understand the sun test thing a little bit.
All right.
And push back just a touch so I understand a little bit more for context.
Mm-hmm.
So it's westerly. And if it's one window, but it doesn't really bake the house, because just remember.
No, one window's okay.
But that window could be bleached out. The shades and stuff.
Okay, I mean, there might be different levels of failing the sun test.
Because the house is a square.
Yeah.
So there's always a westerly side.
There always is, but you can plant the tree. I'm just saying this is a sun test. I'm not saying you can't rectify all the sun test failures.
I gotcha.
But
or mitigate them a little bit.
Mitigate them a little bit. You can plant a freaking tree or a bush right in front of that window.
Okay.
Something to absorb the heat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a lot of times the new construction fails the sun test. And then 10 years later, it doesn't fail the sun test anymore because they planted trees.
Because the trees
they
are
put
grown.
fences, or they built houses next door.
Right.
But, if you just see a house pretty much out in the open, it fails the sun test.
Okay.
But if you're like in a place that's always cloudy, like Washington State or something, when I was
don't
there.
really have too many problems there. Okay.
Don't have to worry about it.
All right.
But so I'm talking about Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
This is a Florida thing. Florida, Texas,
sun test.
Sun test. Okay.
Let's continue on the section that now we talked about roof colors, we talked about windows being sun bleached, we're talking about open patios with no shading. We talked about just standing in a place at 3 p.m. on a freaking July or August day and see how long you could last.
Right. Okay.
Because even where we're sitting right now, over there towards my patio, on my covered patio, we're fine. But over here, when we shoot videos and the sun's blaring, we're dying.
It's hot. Yeah. Well, even in the summer when we're doing our videos, when we were walking, now we have these fancy chairs so we don't have to walk.
Yeah, we're getting too old to walk.
So we can't walk and talk without huffing and puffing and dying because it's hot in the summer.
Yeah, it's hot. But yeah, you could do mitigations in it, but it's a real thing because if the home fails the sun test because of the roof or something, it could really cost a lot of money. Like, I'll give you an example. I went and did an inspection, and I always look at the air conditioner, the condenser outside, and I look at the manufactured label.
Mm-hmm.
And so many times it's only 3 or 4 years old, but the manufactured label, it's bleached out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second, you're saying that condenser is only 3 years old? That's how much damage it does.
Yeah. Yeah, we have shrubs around our AC.
Yeah.
Because ours is on the west side.
And
so we have tall shrubs. They're they're enough to where I can get in there and sit and work, and we put them probably like 3 feet away from the AC.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Put an inspection hat on.
Yep.
Okay, if you have shrubs, it's a good idea, but keep it 3 feet away because you need that condenser to breathe. You really do. If you suffocate it, it's not going to last long in the first place.
So now we've shaded it and allowed it to breathe. And obviously there's a walkway in the middle, but it's just to give it some shade.
But it's about the energy efficiency of your windows, especially if you don't have good quality windows and everything. And, some of these build centers, these windows are double pane, but they're not like the best quality, in some of them. Okay, I'll be a little...
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, I'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Jesus.
But my point of this whole video is, if you're buying a house, do the sun test, because you might say that's a beautiful backyard, it's a beautiful patio, but if you can't sit out there for 3 minutes, or have your dog running around, with no shade, you're gonna have to do something about it, because trust me, you're not gonna last, especially here in Florida, the summer.
And let me just say, as a closing here, before we close out this video, do this at your own risk. We don't recommend it, and we absolutely don't recommend you going into the attic.
No, don't go in the attic.
No,
I'm just saying
don't
I was going in the attic.
Yeah. But just use your heads. We're not recommending that you hurt yourself. Just at your own risk with this one, if that's a problem for you. So.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, if you think that you can't handle sitting in the sun for 3 minutes, don't do it. Full disclosure.
There you go.
All right. Anyways, do me a favor. Consider subscribing. If you need a real estate agent anywhere in Florida or the United States, my phone number is below. Text me or call me. And watch this video right here. I picked it out just for you guys. And this is the video is going to be how to determine if a house is even worth getting out of the car within 90 seconds.
That's a good video. You should definitely watch that one.
Yeah, watch that one. Watch it towards the end.
See you on the next video. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Bye.